いやいやほ皆さんこんにちはミニです Welcome to winter in Canada. So this morning I woke up and you know what happened? It snowed. Oh my god, my first snow in Vancouver. This year my friend told me that it snows pretty early. Usually it's at the end of January or like February. But now it already has decided to snow. And it was really warm a few weeks back. So this dramatic shift is really taking me aback. Yeah, the cold weather plus the days are getting shorter because it's winter really held us back from being productive and leaving the house especially. I know I find it incredibly difficult to get out of bed in the morning. I've been oversleeping a lot lately, so I'm really trying to find that motivation to get through this winter. Lucky for me, Vancouver is not that cold compared to other places in Canada like Calgary or Kelowna. So even though it's really difficult, I am still able to get out of my house and explore Vancouver in my free time. So yeah, over the past few weeks, throughout winter vacation, I was able to go here, go there, and explore stuff to do in Vancouver during winter, and I'll be sharing it with you. Some of the things I do here, a lot of them are only open during the holidays, so around December, January. It will vary depending on the year, but it's mostly likely that it will always happen every year. And some of them are open throughout the whole year, so you can always go there when you're in Vancouver. So without further ado, let's begin. 始めましょう. The first thing I recommend doing for winter is going to the Glow Festival, which is an indoor Christmas light festival held downtown of Vancouver. This is the ideal place to spend Christmas and just hang out with your friends or family, being goofy, visiting Santa Claus, and trying to get away from the wintry snow. There are multiple showrooms inside the exhibition, each with a different theme, but everything is centered around the concept of lighting. So without giving too much away, I really recommend going to this place, especially with your friends or family. Oh, and remember to bring along a camera or a really good phone because everything is just very photogenic. Aside from the lightings, there are so many interactive rooms you can try, watching indoor movies, or even taking silly photos with your friend, which I did here with my friend Vanessa. Hi Vanessa, I hope you're watching this.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away.
The second thing I did during winter was to go to VanDusen Botanical Garden Festival of Lights. Now, VanDusen Botanical Garden is open throughout the whole year. However, the most anticipated event of the year is without doubt their Festival of Lights. The illuminations at VanDusen is definitely worth seeing. The festival features over 1 million lights and illuminations spread out over 15 acres of garden. When I went, it was super packed. Under the black sky, the illumination just light up and it was beyond beautiful. They also had a lot of Christmas themes going on like Santa's bobsleigh, reindeers, and music by the lake. I thought it would just be like any other illumination festival out there, but it actually took us more than 1 hour to go around and visit every spot. There was just so many things to see, so many things to touch, and so many things to take pictures of. Even though it was a very long walk, there were some refreshments and donuts on the side of the road. So whenever you feel tired, you can always take a break and enjoy some refreshments. As always, Christmas is such a beautiful time of the year to spend it with your friends and family. So I highly recommend going not to just VanDusen, but any festivals or events in Vancouver around Christmas with the people you love. So the next place I want to recommend to you guys is to go Gosai Skating at Robson Square. It is a public ice skating rink, and the rental price for a pair of skates is about $4. However, as it is a public rink, it might get really crowded at times during peak seasons. So try to keep that in mind and enjoy your skating under the cold winter sky. The next destination that must be in your to-do list in winter is Capilano Suspension Bridge. Actually, this place is open throughout the whole year. However, there is something very magical and something extra special about this place during wintry times. This is a simple suspension bridge crossing the Capilano River in northern Vancouver. It is someplace you would want to go if you have time to visit the three main attractions, which include the suspension bridge, the treetops adventure, and the cliff walk. During winter, you can celebrate canyon lights here. There is a winter festival that goes on until around the end of January. During this time, the suspension bridge, treetops adventure, cliff walk, the rainforest, and the canyon are transformed into a world of festival lights and visual enchantment. If you go during the night, I believe that the illuminations will be 10 times more beautiful. However, as temperature starts to drop and snow starts to fall, my friend and I decided to go in the morning, which was totally okay. The entrance fee, however, is the most expensive out of all of the places I went to. It can cost up to $50 per ticket. However, if you are a resident in BC, you can always get their annual pass, which gives you access to this place whole year round. So there's another option to think about.
This feels like Disneyland.
The last place on the list is Stanley Park Bright Night Christmas Train. Stanley Park is one of, if not the biggest park in Vancouver, and they are hosting a glowing event this holiday season as they gear up the locomotive for the Christmas train. During the holiday season, the Stanley Park trains sparkle with 3 million twinkling lights. There is no entrance fee to the park, however, you have to pay a small ticket fee to get on the train, not to mention extensively waiting in the line.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus thing. That's like the only line I know.
It was a joyful and merry ride, filled with laughter, surprises, music, and of course, lights. The ride is relatively short, about 10 to 15 minutes only, so while you're still boarding the train, try to enjoy your time as much as possible.
So blue, it's so blue. Now it's purple.
This is where you should do the Yahoo, minasan, konnichiwa.
Yahoo, minasan, konnichiwa.
Ani desu. Banasu-chan desu.
Stop copying me.
Okay.
And this is the end of our video today. Thank you for watching. If you happen to be in Vancouver around Christmas at the end of the year, you should definitely go and check out the places I mentioned before. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!